Hi guys, welcome to Cryptocurrency Flashloan Arbitrage with Furucombo course. If you have always been curious and interested in cryptocurrency arbitrage, or perhaps you are looking for a way to perform arbitrage trading without having to write your own Solidity smart contract code, since you don't have any programming skills, then this is definitely the right course for you. This is definitely the right stepping stone for you. In this course, you will learn starting from the basic concept of arbitrage, its actual implementations in the world of crypto, then followed by learning about Aave, which is basically flash loan provider, identify and mitigate risks associated with flash loan arbitrage trading, then continued by learning step-by-step tutorial on how to place flash loan arbitrage trade on Furucombo, then followed by exploring several different websites to find arbitrage opportunities. And finally, the course will be closed with brief discussions on gas fees among different blockchain, for example, Ethereum versus Polygon or Matic network. Before getting too excited, let me set the expectation clear here. You will not be a millionaire overnight after taking this course. Since here in this course you will learn about arbitrage opportunities in cryptocurrencies and most importantly how you could potentially make profit of those opportunities by taking full advantage of flash loan. However, those arbitrage opportunities are not always there. You will need to conduct a lot of research and price tracking to even discover one. We've gone pretty far by now, but I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Chris, and I've been an instructor on Udemy for the last couple months. I've been creating courses related to data analytics with Python, affiliate marketing business model, and setting up TikTok ads. So, if you're interested in one of those topics, check them out. A little bit background about myself. I used to work as a technology risk consultant in a big four companies before finally deciding to quit my job and run several online business models like dropshipping, clickbank affiliate marketing, and currently um, I'm working on Solidity smart contracts to perform flash loan arbitrage trading. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the table of contents, or maybe I usually call it as a highlight of the course. So I will explain it to you like every single chapter and what we're going to discuss in each chapter. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about the highlight of the course. So let's begin with the first chapter here. So the first one is, actually I'm starting with a question, like whom this course is intended for. Okay, so in that chapter, we're going to be mainly talk about the prerequisites that you need to have and what kind of people that might find this course interesting, or what type of people that might get excited, you know, seeing this course, right? And the second chapter is learning very basic concepts of arbitrage. Not necessarily in the crypto world. It's more like understanding the basic definitions of arbitrage, um, in like more general sense. And the third chapter is actually a continuation of the second chapter. So like after you know and understand what is arbitrage, and we kind of like get into more detailed version of it, so we kind of like implement our knowledge and understanding of what arbitrage is in the world of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so number four is also like continuations of the third chapter. So after knowing like what arbitrage in the cryptocurrency world, then we will learn like how it actually works in cryptocurrencies, right? And we're going to obviously get into more detailed version of it. And chapter five, um, again, there will be like lots of excitement about arbitrage after learning about this concept in the previous chapters, but we'll also talk about the problem with arbitrage implementations, right? There is nothing that is perfect in the world. So if there are lots of cons, there will always be if there are lots of pros, there will always be cons, right? Um, if there are lots of good things about this, let's say, business model, there will always be downside of this business model. So we're going to be talking mainly about the problems with arbitrage implementations, things that might kind of stop you, or maybe like um, obstruct you from conducting arbitrage, right? One of the few examples is, arbitrage. Most of the times, if you don't play it smart, you need to have very big capital to invest to begin with. So that's things that we're going to be talking about. And number six is also a continuation of chapter five. After talking about the problems that you might be facing when it comes to conducting arbitrage in the cryptocurrency world, we're going to be talking about the solutions, right? It's very important. You have problems and you need to have solutions, right, to solve that problem. Okay, so we're going to be talking about solutions to overcome the problems that we discussed in the previous chapter. And number seven, chapter number seven, it's going to be risk of conducting arbitrage. Okay, so after learning about all problems that we might potentially be facing, and learning like solutions, like how to solve those problems, or is there any like alternative plan to kind of like overcome these problems. Okay, we got it now. And chapter 7 is basically kind of like, okay, even though you already got the solutions here, even with that solution, you still have risk associated with that activity, right? So again, even though you still have even though you already have a solution, does not necessarily mean that um, it's free from risk. There will always be risk. So that's chapter 7. We're going to be mainly talk about risks associated with arbitrage, conducting arbitrage in cryptocurrency. And chapter 8, we're going to be talking about available options to arbitrage, right? um, there are like three basically there are like two main ways. The first one, if you know programming, if you know how to code in Solidity, JavaScript, and Python, then write your own smart contract. But if you don't know how to code, you don't even know like the basic concepts of blockchain programming and stuff like that, don't worry guys, there is other way to do it using Furucombo. So you're not required to code, and that's the reason why I created this course, right? I want to provide you knowledge and skills how to conduct cryptocurrency arbitrage trading with Flashloan with having to write your own Solidity smart contract. That's the reason why this course exists in the first place, guys. So yeah, you must be so excited. Me too. Okay, so let's move on to the chapter 9 here. It's called What is Furucombo? It's definition. It's basically introductions to Furucombo. Okay, so I will guide you to like get to know Furucombo a little bit more, and like how to be familiar with all these features in Furucombo, stuff like that. Chapter 10 is, I'll guide you like how to um, conduct arbitrage trading on Furucombo using flash loan system. So um, I think there's no like particular slide for chapter 10, since I will guide you directly on the Furucombo website. So for chapter 10, we'll move to the Furucombo websites to perform to actually like learn step-by-step tutorial on how to perform this flash loan arbitrage trading um, without your own money. Obviously we're going to lend money from Aave. So yeah, that's chapter 10. Then chapter 11, finding arbitrage opportunities, right? That's one of the most challenging part of the course in my personal opinion. So like, if we're talking about like how to learn performing arbitrage trading on Furucombo, that's pretty easy. I can guarantee you that it might only take you like 10 to 15 minutes to understand the concepts of placing trades, stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward, right? Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated, nothing too complex when it comes to Furucombo. So what thing that's actually difficult to master is to find the arbitrage, right? It's easy to place the trade. It's easy to learn the basic concepts of arbitrage and flash loan and stuff like that. But it's actually hard, and it requires you to spend some time and be patient to actually master these skills, how to find arbitrage opportunities. So that's why in chapter 11 we're going to go to several different websites to uh, do like price tracking, monitor price discrepancies between like one dex with another dex, or one um, coin with another coin. So that's what we're going to do in chapter 11. And chapter 12, executing arbitrage opportunities. Okay, so after learning like how to find opportunities, and you found one, hey, actually I found one opportunities, there's a huge price difference between this coin in dex A and another coin in dex B. So we're going to perform arbitrage opportunity, and we're going to be able to generate profit of this trade. And I will show you step-by-step tutorial how to actually do it. Okay, that's chapter 12. I'll say chapter 12 is probably the most important part of this course, since this is like exactly like the main point of this course, right? Chapter 13, we're going to be talking about Ethereum versus Polygon blockchain. So I will provide you with statistics and data um, for the sake of comparison. So I will kind of like guide you through how to find a blockchain network that offers you with lower gas fees. So since in the flash loan trade, you're not risking your money unless you're doing with your own capital. But since we get our money from Aave, right? So you're not risking your money. So the only thing that you're risking here is actually the gas fees, right? The gas fees is just like a small portions of money that's required to be paid to the blockchain wherever you are conducting your transactions. For example, you're placing your trade on Ethereum blockchain, then you need to pay like 0.00%. I forget the exact number, but it's like very tiny portions of your trade to the blockchain provider, whether it's Ethereum, Polygon. So we're going to definitely like discuss many different blockchains, but mainly we will concentrate more on Ethereum versus Polygon, since in Furucombo it only offers like two blockchain networks, which are Ethereum and Polygon. And chapter 14, I'm going to provide you with data and statistics about gas fees comparisons among many different blockchains, not necessarily only like Ethereum and Polygon. I'll also provide you data about other blockchains beside these two. And chapter 15 is like the closing chapter here. It's conclusion. I will share a few takeaways, few tips and tricks how to take all knowledge that you've learned, all skills that you've learned in this course to another level. And guess what? At the end of the chapter, I can guarantee that you will understand a lot of things about flash loan arbitrage, and you're getting a step closer to your goal of mastering this Web 3.0, or whatever you want to call it, blockchain transactions, blockchain transaction innovations, right? So at the end of the course, you will not be able to like be a millionaire or stuff like that, since this is not necessarily a course to make you rich overnight. However, at the end of the course, you will have solid understanding, very strong basics and fundamentals on how to take all things that you have learned here to another level, right? So yeah, I think that's all for highlight of the course. I really hope that you guys have like a general overview of what we're going to discuss in the course. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, I'm going to be talking about whom this course is intended for. First of all, before getting to the first point, let me make it clear here. This course is definitely intended for beginners. That's the reason why I will try to do my best to explain every single thing in this course from the perspective of beginners, from the perspective of people who have limited knowledge in cryptocurrencies, from the perspective of people who have limited knowledge in flash loan arbitrage. Okay, so let's get to the first point here. Okay, so first of all, these are a type of people that might get interested and excited with this course. The first one here is anybody who has interest in cryptocurrencies. Okay, so if you're interested in cryptocurrencies and like to explore opportunities that you can do with cryptocurrencies, this is definitely the right course for you. This is definitely the right stepping stone for you. Second one here is anybody who is looking for opportunities to make profitable trade with relatively minimum risk. Okay, so there have been lots of assumptions that in order to generate like lots of profit, you need to be willing to invest big capital to begin with, right? And it's actually true to some extent, right? For example, I have $100 and let's say if I make a trade and potentially I will get 5% profit. So if I make the profit, then it means I'll get $5 profit, right? 5% out of like $100 initial investment. So in order to be able to get like bigger profit, guess what? What I need to do is to increase my initial investment. So it has to be $1,000, then 5% potential profit, then I'll get $50 in return as my profit. The profit is I got to keep, right? And most people, they're not willing. Maybe they have the money, they have the purchasing power, they have the money to invest, but they're not willing to raise the big capital to invest, right? They're just not willing to spend that amount of money. They're just not willing to lose that money potentially if they lose they lost the trade, stuff like that. So actually I'm here to let you know there's a good news. Okay, so if you are talking about conventional trading activities, right, like you're trading this money and then get 5% profit, and then this is the money that you got to keep as a profit, and you're basically trading with your own money, there's another alternative where you can get your money, get your funding from flash loan provider like Aave, for example. That's decentralized finance institutions that will give us a funding. But don't get me wrong, it's not a free money. Okay, it's not free money. You need, when you get a funding, you need to return it at the same time. So you might get really confused. Yeah, I was confused when I first hear that. So I will explain it to you. I'll guarantee you that in the next couple of slides, you'll understand the concepts. But we're not going to talk about that in more detail in this video, since this video is only for kind of like introductions only, right? So yeah, using flash loan arbitrage, you're able to make a big profit because you're lending money from decentralized finance institutions like Aave, but at the same time you also need to return it. Okay, I know it's totally impossible to happen, right? You might be like, it doesn't make any sense at all. How come like I need to return it at the same time I lend it? So it just nonsense, right? But again, I'll explain it to you in more detailed way, and I guarantee that you'll be able to understand, but not now, later in the next couple of slides, right? So the only thing that you're risking here is the gas fees, right? The gas fees is the amount of money that you need to pay for transactions in a particular blockchain. And then yeah, obviously if you're talking about Ethereum, then the gas fees is pretty high, right? But again, in this course, we're not going to use Ethereum. We're going to use Polygon, as a matter of fact. So there are other blockchains like Polygon, Matic, Solana, and Cardano, where gas fees are relatively way lower compared to Ethereum. That's what we're going to be concentrating on. The third point here is anybody who is interested in Web 3.0 and blockchain and would like to learn more about these fields. Okay, so if you're interested in Web 3, blockchain, Web 3.0 and blockchain, this is definitely the right stepping stone for you. Okay, not only that you will learn the concepts of flash loan arbitrage, but you will also learn like technologies behind it, so like how it actually works, right? And what opportunities that you can do with this technology, right? So yeah, definitely if you are interested in blockchain, learning about flash loan, like this new concept of decentralized finance, definitely going to be useful for you. Okay, the next one here is anybody who is interested in smart contract development but do not prefer programming. Okay, as a matter of fact, I believe there are thousands or even millions of people who fall into this category. Okay, so you're interested in flash loan, cryptocurrency trading, arbitrage, stuff like that, but either you don't have skills and experience in programming, writing your own smart contract using Solidity, JavaScript, or Python, or maybe you have those knowledge, you have those skill sets, but you just don't want to be dealing with lots of this complex, complicated stuff, right? When it comes to writing your own smart contract, I got the good news for you. There's a platform called Furucombo where you're able to perform flash loan arbitrage trading without having to write your own smart contract, without having to code your own smart contract. So again, disclaimer, I'm not affiliated, I'm not sponsored by Furucombo. I've been using this platform for the last couple months and I found it to be a pretty good platform. It has amazing user interface, and that's the reason why I chose it. And it's one of the best alternative to people just like myself who uh, who want to perform flash loan arbitrage trading without having to write my own smart contract, right? So yeah, definitely if you're that type of people, if you fall into that category, um, if you fall into that category, this is the right course for you. Okay, this course is the right place to be. Okay, you're in the right place. So let's talk about this point. No previous cryptocurrency trading is required. Okay, I just don't see any reason why people who have limited, or maybe they don't even have cryptocurrency trading experience, to fail in the course. As long as you're willing to work hard, as long as you're willing to learn, spend some time to master all these concepts that I'm about to teach you, you'll be fine. It might take you a little bit longer compared to other peers who have like prior knowledge and skills in cryptocurrencies, but you will get there. Trust me, you will get there. Okay, and basic knowledge in cryptocurrency is helpful but not necessary. If you have basic knowledge in cryptocurrencies, I can guarantee that you are a few steps ahead. Okay, you're a few steps ahead of other people who have no knowledge in cryptocurrency trading. Or you might know like some knowledge in cryptocurrency trading, but you have no idea about flash loan arbitrage, and that's the reason why you're deciding to take this course. Um, and yeah, there are like some people like that too. So, but again, I will explain it. I will teach from the perspective of beginners. So please be patient. I might get too slow, right? Because I have assumptions that all of you have no knowledge in cryptocurrency trading, flash on arbitrage. So please be patient. I'll try to do my best to accommodate those type of people who have no knowledge in cryptocurrency. So if you already have certain knowledge, skill sets in cryptocurrency trading, flash on arbitrage, then I'm kind of like apologizing for you right now that this course is not going to be like a very fast-paced course, since I will also need to accommodate like those people who have very limited knowledge or don't even have knowledge in cryptocurrency trading previously. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the concept of arbitrage in like more general sense. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video we're going to be talking about arbitrage. First of all, let's ask this question to ourselves. What is arbitrage? What is the definition of arbitrage in general sense, right? Disclaimer, in this video we're not going to be going deep dive into arbitrage implementations in the cryptocurrency world. However, we're going to be focusing on arbitrage concept in more like general sense. Okay, so let me give you an example. It's always easy and more straightforward to understand a concept using an example instead of just um, getting the definitions of that term, right? So let's use this as an example. Let's say there's a product, this green book, as a beautiful product. So supplier A sells it for $10 as a wholesale price. Okay, supplier A, they're the one that produced this green box, and then they decided to sell it at $10 as a wholesale price. And then me, I am a reseller. Okay, I found this product to be amazing, so I decided to purchase. I communicated with supplier A, and he agreed to give me $10 as a wholesale price. Okay, so now I purchase this product, this green box, and then as a reseller, obviously I want to generate profit, right? So it means that I have to sell this green box product to my customer with higher price in order to be able to generate profit. And after checking the market price, market trend, it seems like this green box product has a pretty high demand in society. So I decided to resell it at $15. It means that I got to keep $5 as my profit, right? Or 50% as my profit. So then the customer, when the customer purchased the box from me for $15, so I got $5 as my profit from these transactions, right? Because I purchased it from supplier with $10 and I resell it at $15, so I got to keep like 50% profit. So yeah, that's what arbitrage means. One of the most common examples when it comes to like business models using arbitrage model is drop shipping, right? So like a drop shipper, let's say you have a Shopify store and you got your supplier from AliExpress in China. You purchase, let's say, a necklace or a bracelet for $5, and then you decided to sell it in North American market, and you sell it at $10, right? So you get to keep like $5 profit. That's pretty much what arbitrage means. However, in the cryptocurrency trading, arbitrage might mean a little bit different from the arbitrage that I explained it to you here in this slide. So I'll explain it to you like its actual implementations in and how it really works in the cryptocurrency world in next video, all right? But at very least in this video, you understand like what it means, like the basic concept of arbitrage in in general sense, right? And realize it or not, it will actually help you to understand better and have kind of like prepare you to have like solid foundations um, when it comes to understanding the concept of arbitrage, right? Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about introduction to the concept of arbitrage, specifically in cryptocurrency. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about introductions to the concept of arbitrage in cryptocurrency. After learning and understanding basic concept of arbitrage in more like general sense in the previous video, let me guide you to understand a little bit more and get like more detailed versions of arbitrage when it comes to its implementations in cryptocurrency. So as always, I usually provide you an example to help you learn um, how to perform arbitrage in cryptocurrency world. Okay, so let's use Mr. Orange. This is Mr. Orange as an example. Okay, Mr. Orange is a cryptocurrency trader. He wants to make a trade with 10 Ethereum. So he's a pretty rich guy and he's willing to spend like 10 Ethereum as his initial investment, right? He made the following trade actions. Okay, so remember that he's willing to raise his 10 Ethereum. It means that he's prepared for the worst scenario, right? Only trade the amount of money that you're willing to lose. Only trade the amount of money that you're willing to raise. Okay, so don't trade significant portions of your assets and then hope you're going to be able to get lots of profits of it. But just play safe, all right? Yeah, that's just a quick reminder. It's nothing to do with the material. So let's begin with the first trade here. So Mr. Orange checked the price. 1 Ethereum is equivalent to 1000 Matic, 1000 Polygon. since he has 10 Ethereum, after placing a trade, he has 10,000 Matic now. Okay, so you just multiply 10 by 1,000, because that's the rate, right? So one Ethereum is equal to 1,000 Matics. That's the conversion rate. So just multiply that, so you got 10,000 Matic. So now after completing this trade, his first trade, now Mr. Orange has 10,000 Matic or 10,000 Polygon, right? Okay, so now let's move on to the second trade here. He checked it again in another decentralized exchange. One Matic is actually equivalent to 15 sandbox. Okay, so he wants to purchase this token sandbox. Just in case if you guys have no idea what sandbox is, it is a metaverse gaming platform. So yeah, since he has 10,000 Matic previously, after placing a trade, now he has 150,000 sandbox. So since the conversion rate for one Matic is equivalent to 15 sandbox, so all you need to do is just multiply this number 15 by 10,000. So at the end of the trade, after completing his second trade, now Mr. Orange has 150,000 sandbox. Okay, so now he's going to conduct his third trade. He's going to place his third trade, and he check it. One Ethereum is equivalent to 10,000 sandbox. Okay, so now he want to convert all his assets in sandbox back to the Ethereum. Okay, so he actually wants to keep Ethereum because Ethereum is more stable, maybe, or maybe Ethereum is just one of his favorite cryptocurrency assets that he wants to hold for a long term. So after completing all trades, now Mr. Orange is left with 15 Ethereum, or in other words, he gained 50% profit from the trade, which is equivalent to 5 Ethereum. Wait a minute. I totally get it. If you guys get really confused, let me explain you step by step. So if one Ethereum, if this is the conversion rate here, one Ethereum is equivalent to 10,000 sandbox. So all you need to do is just divide this number. His previous asset was like 150,000 sandbox, right? You divide it by this conversion rate. Since one Ethereum is equal to 10,000 sandbox, so just divide 150,000 sandbox with 10,000, then you got 15, right? And notice that he only invest 10 Ethereum, right? He began trading with 10 Ethereum, and now without doing anything besides trading, without adding any value or doing extra work, now after completing all these 3 trades, he is left with 15 Ethereum. So in other words, he generated 5 Ethereum as a profit. So he got to keep like 50% profit after completing all these 3 trades. So yeah, that's the actual definitions of arbitrage. That's examples that shows you how arbitrage actually works in cryptocurrency. So you got a token or a coin, whatever you want to call it. You exchange it to another coin and another coin, and then you change it back into your original coin, and then you generate profit of those trades, right? So the question would be, is it possible though if you lose money during the trades, especially if the conversion rate of your tokens are not working in your favor? Yeah, obviously there's a huge possibility of you're losing money, or as a matter of fact, most likely that you're going to lose money. Or even if you generate profit, but if your profit is pretty small and doesn't even cover your gas fees or transaction fees, then most likely you're losing money. So yeah, that's a pretty important thing that you need to keep in mind, right? There's a possibility of you're generating profit, but there's also other possibility that you're going to lose money, which we will talk about in the next couple of slides, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys understand this concept of arbitrage. These are explanation on how it really works in cryptocurrencies. I will see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how arbitrage works in cryptocurrencies. So like more detailed versions of arbitrage, and couple examples of centralized exchange and decentralized exchange that people commonly use. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be concentrating on how arbitrage actually works in cryptocurrency. It's still a continuation of a previous video. So yeah, let's begin with the first point here, arbitrage and how it really works. Okay, so all you need to do is to find price discrepancies from one coin to another coin within one decentralized exchange or centralized exchanges. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So there are like two main types of arbitrage in cryptocurrencies. So the first one is when you try to find or when you try to exploit price differences between one coin to another coin. So it's exactly this example that I showed you in the previous video, where you exploit price differences between Ethereum to Polygon, and then Polygon to Sandbox, then Sandbox back to the Ethereum, right? So you exploit price differences, and that's how you got the profit, which is 5 Ethereum, right? That's how Mr. Orange got the profit. That's the first example. That's the first type of arbitrage in cryptocurrency. What about the second type? The second type of arbitrage is when you exploit price differences between one DEX to another DEX, or one SEX or centralized exchange to another central exchange. Let me show you an example here so you can understand it easier. So find price discrepancies between two decentralized exchanges. For instance, okay, so you got like 1 Ethereum and it's equivalent to 100 mana. Mana, if you haven't heard that before, Mana, it's decentralized, Decentraland, not decentralized, Decentraland gaming platform. It's kind of the same like a Sandbox, not exactly the same, but more similar. It's like metaverse gaming platform. Okay, so you first of all you go to PancakeSwap. This is one of the examples of decentralized exchange platform. So in PancakeSwap, 1 Ethereum is equivalent to 100 mana. Okay, so then you purchase 100 mana using your 1 ETH. Okay, so now you only have 100 mana. Then you go to Uniswap, which is another decentralized exchange, and then you sell your mana. You decided to sell your mana, 100 mana, and you got 1.05 Ethereum in Uniswap. Why? Because the conversion rate from mana to Ethereum is a little bit higher here on Uniswap, and that's how you got to keep your 0.05 Ethereum as your profit, right? So in other words, you get to keep 5% profit. So that's the second type of arbitrage, right? So the first type of arbitrage in crypto is when you exploit differences between one coin to another coin in the same decentralized exchange or in the same centralized exchange. And the second one is when you exploit the price differences between one coin to another coin in different decentralized exchange or in different centralized exchange. Okay, so if you're a little bit confused with DEX or SEX here, let me explain it to you. Decentralized exchange examples or like SushiSwap, Uniswap, 1inch, PancakeSwap, etc. An example of centralized exchange is like Coinbase and Binance. Okay, so decentralized exchange actually guarantee users like more authority, more control over their assets. Meanwhile, centralized exchange like Binance or Coinbase or maybe FTX, but it went bankrupt and it was like there was a scam going on FTX. So yeah, so we're going to include FTX here. We're just going to include Coinbase and Binance. It's more like a platform where all assets, all cryptocurrency assets are available there. And even though you're the owner of the assets, even though you're the owner of those cryptocurrency assets in your portfolio, but you have kind of like less authority over if you over your assets compared to if you own your assets on MetaMask wallet and then just do the exchange in the decentralized exchange like SushiSwap or Uniswap. Yeah, I think that's all you need to know when it comes to decentralized or centralized exchange. I I think that's all you need to know for this video. Next video, we're going to be talking about the problem with arbitrage. Obviously, everything that is good has a like negative side behind it. So I need to make sure that you also understand the downsides of arbitrage, the downside of this system, right? So lots of people come in here and have like lots of excitement about this concept, about cryptocurrency flashloan arbitrage, but it's very important too for you to understand the downside, the cons of conducting this type of trade, right? So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be concentrating on problems with arbitrage implementations in cryptocurrency. Alright, so actually there's one major problem here. Okay, so if you guys have been so excited about this opportunity, I totally get it. You might get a little bit disappointed with this problem, but don't worry, we'll have solution in the next slide. All right, so just stay tuned and um, learn about this problem, okay, case by case. All right, so actually uh, as usual, I provide you examples to learn, right? So I provide you with two cases here to understand like what's actually the problem with the arbitrage implementations. So let's talk about yellow coins and green coins here. Okay, so let's say we go to an exchange platform where the gas fees is 0.015 yellow coins. So that's the cost of gas fees that you need to pay to the platform to conduct the transactions, right? You're required to pay 0.015 yellow coins as your gas fees to complete the transactions, right? So let's consider case one. You started with 1 yellow coins. Okay, you started with this 1 yellow coins, trade it to got 10 green coins. Okay, so the conversion rate is 1 yellow coin equivalent to 10 green coins. Okay, and you resell it green coins back to yellow coin in different decentralized exchanges, and you receive 1.01 yellow coins. Okay, so you got to keep like 1% profit, which means that you got 0.01 yellow coins profit. Okay, so you make profit in case one. However, notice that actually you're losing money. You're not generating profit, you're losing money. Why? Because even though you made a profit of 1%, in other words, 0.01 yellow coins, however, it doesn't even cover up the gas fees that you need to pay. You need to pay 0.015 yellow coins, right? 0.015 yellow coins. So it means that you're actually losing money. You're actually losing 0.005 yellow coins to pay the gas fees, right? And let's consider case two. Okay, so after losing money in the case one, you understood that, hey, actually I need to store the trade with bigger capital. So you started with 1,000 yellow coins, trade it to get 10,000 green coins, assuming the conversion rate still stays the same, and you resell the green coin back to yellow coin in different decentralized exchanges, and you receive, assuming the conversion rate still the same, you receive thousands and 10 yellow coins, which means that you actually got a 1% profit, or in this case 10 yellow coins as your profit. And now you generated profit, and then you paid 0.015 yellow coins, so you still got approximately 9. Let me do the calculations really quick here. You still got to keep 9.985, right? If I'm not mistaken, if I did my calculations correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. You still got to keep like 9.985. So yeah, you still made a profit, and your profit is still able to cover up your gas fees here. So what's the key takeaway of these two cases? It means that in order to be profitable, in order to generate profit, you need to be willing to invest more money. You need to be willing to start with bigger capital, right? Because if you start with relatively small capital, then most likely your profit is also going to be smaller. And even though the trade was profitable, but it didn't cover up the gas fees or transaction fees, whatever you want to call it. It didn't even cover up the gas fees. So even though you made profit, but you're still actually losing money due to this low profit. However, if you want your profit to be able to cover up your gas fees, it means that you need to generate higher profit. And in order to be generating higher profit, you need to make sure that you started with a larger, relatively like bigger capital to invest, right? And the problem is, in most cases, people are not willing to invest, or people are not willing to start the trade with bigger capital, right? Or maybe they have the money ready in their bank account, but they're just not willing to lose, 1,000 yellow coins, right? So they prefer to start small. So that's the problem, okay? But don't worry, guys. I'll show you the solution in the next slide. I'll see you the solutions in the next video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the course, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about the solution. So it's still a continuation of the previous video. In the previous video, we discussed about the problems with arbitrage in cryptocurrencies. And don't worry, there's a solution to overcome the problem, and it's called Flashloan Arbitrage. And again, disclaimer: I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Aave, but lots of people use this platform. It's a decentralized finance institutions that fund you or lend you money, okay? But at the same time, you need to return it. So you might get a little bit confused. How come I able to borrow money and then I need to return it at the same time, right? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Like how come that's possible, right? Yeah, don't worry. But everything is possible in blockchain, I guess. So if you write your Solidity smart contract, or you perform transactions on Furucombo, for example, right? The smart contract only executes the trade if it's profitable, okay? So if it's not profitable, then the smart contract automatically cancels the transactions, and it's never happened in the first place. So you also don't have debt to Aave that you need to pay, right? So if it's not profitable, the algorithm detect it's not profitable, the smart contract will automatically cancel the transaction. So it's never happened in the first place, right? That's the Solidity smart contract, and the concept is pretty much the same in the Furucombo. The only difference here, you don't need to write down your smart contract, right? You're able to perform Flashloan arbitrage trade without having to write your smart contract. That's the beauty of Furucombo, which we'll discuss later in the next couple slides. But here, let me explain you about Aave. Some or if not most people do not have big capital to invest, or even if they have, most will think twice to raise his or her money in a risky trade. That's the pain point. That's the problem that we discussed in the previous slide, right? Lots of people might have the money, but they're just not willing to invest. They're just not willing to invest that big capital, right? Because they're not willing to raise it. And yeah, I totally get it. Kind of the same case to myself, right? If you're asking me, do I want to raise, like, let's say $10,000 to place trade? Obviously not. That's too risky in my personal opinion, and lots of people think the way I think, right? So yeah, it's totally understandable. So then this is when Aave comes into place, right? Aave, who acts as a loan provider, comes into place to provide you funding for performing cryptocurrency arbitrage with no collateral. Okay, so if you're talking about conventional banking system, where if you want to let's say lend money from the bank requires you to provide them a collateral or your assets, right? So just in case if you're not able to repay your loan, the bank is going to, let's say, take over your assets, right? So that's what collateral means in the conventional banking system. But in the blockchain, everything is possible, right? Aave acts like a bank. However, it doesn't require you to provide them collateral, right? Why? Then you're gonna be asking questions. Why Aave doesn't require you to provide them a collateral, right? Yes, it doesn't make any sense. Aren't they afraid of losing their money? Aren't they afraid of losing like their whole investment, stuff like that? No, because it's impossible for them to lose money. Reason why? Because the only way you're able to um, the only way that you're able to lend money from Aave is to return it at the same time, right? So they don't actually have a risk of losing money because they only allow to lend money to people who are able to return the money at the same time to them. And the only way to do it is by writing a smart contract. So the smart contract where you give a comment to the code on smart contract to return the money that you lend at the same exact time, right? So you kind of like create different functions first to, let's say, um, swap this coin to another coin, and then swap the new coin to another coin, and then back to the original coin, and then you got to keep the profit, and then you return back the money. So it all happens in one transactions. Like all these transactions happens at once, and that's how Aave work. Okay, so that's also like how Furucombo works, and the difference is using Furucombo you don't actually need to write the smart contract, which you don't want to, right? So yeah, that's pretty much about Aave. Aave charges 0.09% of the initial funding. That's pretty small for portions of their initial funding, the money that you lend. In order to make profitable trade, you need to make sure the profit, like the profit that you generated from this flash loan arbitrage trades, is greater than 0.09% Aave, which is Aave fees plus gas fees, depending on your blockchain, right? So if you're conducting transactions on Ethereum blockchain, that might be an indication that you need to be more careful because Ethereum relatively has like higher gas fees. But if you conduct your transactions on a Binance Smart Chain, for example, then relatively it's very cheap, very low, and most likely your profit is going to be able to cover up all these gas fees and Aave fees too. Okay, so the beauty of flash loan is how it eliminates risk associated with trading, because you're not trading with your own money. You're actually trading with someone else's money, with Aave's money, right? But at the same time, you need to return it, right? You can even write your custom Solidity smart contract to automatically cancel the trade if it's not profitable, right? So if it's not profitable, then the transaction never happened in the first place. That's the beauty of flash loan. So the smart contract is only executed. The transaction is only executed if it's profitable. If it's not, then um, automatically it was cancelled. It never happened in the first place. So it's impossible for you to have a debt to Aave or have a debt to other decentralized finance institutions, and then you need to pay it somehow. No, it just doesn't work that way. Okay. I think that's all you need to know about Aave. I totally get it, especially if you're beginners. You might get a little bit confused, like how it really works. How come I need to be able to return the money that I lent at the same times when I borrow it from Aave? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, at first I was thinking that way too. How come it's possible? But again, in blockchain, there is nothing impossible in blockchain. So um, using all this very advanced technology, everything is possible. So the key concept here that you need to understand, like how the flash loan arbitrage really works, is when you write a smart contract, when you write a Solidity smart contract, for example, you are giving command, right? You're giving command to execute multiple transactions at once, and those multiple transactions including return your money back to the Aave. Okay, so you only get to keep the profit, right? So let's say I purchase not purchase, that's not the right word to use. Let's say I borrow a million from Aave. Okay, I swap it to coin B, and then I got let's say 1.5 million, and then I swap it back to the initial coin, and I got like 1.3 million, whatever. So it means that I got to keep $300,000 as my profit, which is 30% profit, right? So I returned $1 million back to Aave, and I got to keep my profit. plus I need to pay the gas fees. Not exactly sure like how much is the gas fees depending on the blockchain that you're using, and also 0.09% of Aave fees, right? So yeah, you're executing multiple transactions at once, and the last step of the transactions that you're executing is actually returning it back to Aave, and you're only left with the profit, right? And what if the transaction was not profitable? That's the most common questions here. Then the transaction never occurred in the first place. Then transaction never happens in the first place. Why? Because if it's not profitable, it means that you're not able to return it to Aave, then the transaction was automatically canceled. Because Aave will not lend money to people who are not able to return it back. So if the algorithm detects that the transaction is not going to be profitable, then it means that you're not going to be able, you don't have the ability to return the money back to Aave, then it means the transaction never occurs in the first place. Alright guys, I know this might be too much. Also apologize if I kind of like confuse you a little bit, but that's how it really works. In next video, I will talk about the risk of conducting cryptocurrency arbitrage, right? Even though you have the solutions of using Aave as your flash loan provider, however, there's still a risk that you need to be willing to accept, right? So yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about how Aave flash loans actually works. Okay, so this might be like a further clarifications about the previous video. If you got really confused in the first video, I totally get it. There might be like too much information presented to you in the last video, so let me help you a little bit here by showing this flowcharts, or whatever you want to call it. I think this is flowchart. Okay, so let's begin here with Aave. Okay, so Aave is a flash loan provider in decentralized finance world. Okay, so let's say you borrow 100 BNB Binance, then and you swap those 100 BNB to 1,000 Cardano. Okay, so you swap 100 BNB to 1,000 Cardano, and then you swap 1,000 Cardano back to a BNB, and then you got 110 BNB. It means that you made 10 BNB profit, or in other words, you made 10% profit, right? Then at the last step of the transactions, you need to return 100 BNB to Aave and keep $10 up, not $10, it's 10 BNB as a profit. Okay, and the transaction was successful here because you met the requirement, which is to return the same amount of BNB that you borrowed here in the first place. So the transaction was successful, and keep it in mind that actually like all these 3 transactions, 2 or 3 or whatever transactions occurred in the same smart contract. Okay, so those 3 occur at once. That's the beauty of having blockchain, right? As it's impossible to happen in the conventional banking system, but it's realistic in blockchain. So this is the first example where the transaction was successful because you're able to return 100 BNB back to Aave. And all these 3, even though look, these 3 are like different transactions, but all these 3 transactions executed in the same smart contract. Okay, so it was executed at once. Okay, and here's a second example where the transaction will obviously fail. Okay, let's begin from the top. You borrow 100 BNB, swap 100 BNB to 1,000 Cardano, and then this time unfortunately the conversion rate is not working in your favor. So when you swap 1,000 Cardano back to BNB, you only receive 85 BNB, right? So you're not making profit. Then transaction was cancelled since you won't be able to return 100 BNB. And remember, one of the requirements that the transactions to be successful is you need to be able to return back the initial investment from BNB, right? So if BNB gave you 100 BNB, then if Aave gave you 100 BNB, then you need to be able to return 100 BNB back to Aave. But in this case, since you only got 85 BNB from your um, transaction, from your previous transactions, it means that you're not able to return 100 BNB back to Aave. So Aave just simply cancel the transactions automatically. Um, and remember, like all these three transactions happen at once, happens within like the same Solidity smart contract, and that's how the transaction failed in Aave, where you're not able to return it back to Aave, right? So yeah, hopefully like these examples, by learning these examples, you're able to understand more and having like more solid foundations on like how Aave Flash Loan actually works. Maybe for this course specifically, you will not need to master like this concept since we are going to use Furucombo. But if you're planning to build up your own smart contract, writing your own Solidity code to build up your own custom smart contracts, then it's very important to master like these basics, right? Because your code is going to be based on this concept, and you don't want to write the wrong codes, right? Um, so yeah, just make sure you master this concept if you want to write your own Solidity smart contract. But as far as I'm concerned, it's helpful to know these concepts before playing around with Furucombo. But even if you don't master this concept too, that's completely fine because Furucombo doesn't require you to write your own code or do anything like that. Furucombo is more like puzzle where you do like lots of trials and errors, and then you know most of the times people get used to Furucombo by learning by doing. So instead of like focusing too much on all this theory and explanation here, uh, it's better for us to just spend like more times, playing around, doing trials and errors on Furucombo itself. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about ways of conducting cryptocurrency arbitrage. It's actually still a continuation of previous videos. So let me begin with this point. If you use your own capital to perform arbitrage, okay, so assuming that you don't use flash loan, you use your own money as your investment, all right? And you do it manually. There will be many risks associated. However, the major one is when the trade is not profitable, as a price fluctuation in just a matter of seconds. Okay, so let's say I don't do flash loan, right? I just use my money and do cryptocurrency arbitrage manually from one centralized exchange to another centralized exchange. For example, I bought so I checked the price first, and it seems there's a price differences between Bitcoin and Binance with another Bitcoin on Coinbase. Okay, so I purchased the Bitcoin. Okay, so I purchased $1,000 worth of Bitcoin on Binance. Okay, and then I waited for a while, maybe for just like a couple minutes. Okay, then I decided to resell it back to US dollars on Coinbase. Okay, like literally like 5 minutes ago I checked, there was a price differences between Bitcoin on those two platforms. However, I was kind of surprised. I check it right now and it seems like the price differences is not longer there. Okay, so actually I'm losing money here. So that's one of many risks associated with placing trade with your own money, right? And that's just like one of many risks. And there's other risks, for example, like human errors, or you accidentally like type in or click on the wrong button and then you kind of mess up your whole trade. It's also possible to happen, right? So too many risks associated with placing manual trade and using your own money as your investment. So definitely if you don't know flash loan yet and you think that might be like the only options you have, then totally understandable. But if you already knew like what flash loan is and you still choose to use like manual trade settings, then I don't know like what makes you think that way. But anyway, let's move on to the second point here. If you use Aave flash loan, okay, you can minimize the risk of losing money by setting up automated rules to cancel the trade if it's not profitable. Again, as I mentioned previously in the last video, in the smart contract, if it's not profitable, then it will automatically cancel the transactions. It never occurred in the first place, right? Since AFI will not lend money to, to lender who is not able, the lender who doesn't have the ability to return the money back to AFI, okay? Hence, the only money you're losing in the gas fees which was paid to perform the trade. So that's the only money that you're losing is the gas fees, right? So in order to be able to perform transactions on whatever blockchain, you need to pay gas fees, okay? So let's say I decided to do cryptocurrency trading arbitrage using Aave as my flash loan provider, okay? Couple seconds ago, it seems to be profitable, okay? That's the reason why I decided to go with those coins or those assets, whatever you want to call it. But since it fluctuates a lot, the price sometimes it's very volatile. Right now, right at this moment, it's no longer profitable, but I've already clicked the button, unfortunately, okay? Then, guess what? The transaction has been performed. However, the Aave cancel it. Why? Because I don't have the ability to return the money back to Aave because it's not profitable, right? So the transaction never occurred in the first place. However, since I've clicked the button, it means that I need to pay the gas fees, right? Because I already performed the transactions even though it was canceled due to the profitability issue, right? So guess what? Even though I don't have debt to anyone, I don't have debt to Aave since the transaction was canceled, but I still need to pay gas fees. And gas fees, I totally get it. If you're talking about Ethereum, it might be pretty expensive, right? But there are lots of other options besides Ethereum, like Solana or Polygon Matic, which we'll discuss later in the next couple slides. So the only money that you're losing from, from this trade is not profitable is gas fees, and gas fees might cost you like less than $1 or less than $5 depending on what blockchain set you're using, right? So yeah, that's the only risk that you need to be willing to you need to be willing to deal with. And it's important to choose the blockchains with relatively lower gas fees so we can minimize your loss to be as low as possible, right? So yeah, again, choose a blockchain that offers you like relatively lower gas fees to avoid big loss. I think that's it for risk. So like the only thing that you're risking here is your gas fees, not your initial investment, because you don't trade with your own money, right? You trade with money from flash loan provider like Aave, and Aave will cancel the transaction automatically if you're not able to return it at the same time. So yeah, and even the trade was not profitable, right? Even that's the case where the trade is not profitable, the transaction will be canceled automatically, so you don't have any debt toward Aave, but you still need to pay your gas fees, right? Alright guys, in the next video, we're going to be talking about available options to do cryptocurrency trading arbitrage. I'll see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about available options to perform arbitrage, alright? So there are like two main options here. The first one is through programming, okay? So if you have advanced skills in blockchain programming in Solidity, JavaScript, or Python, you can create your own custom Solidity Flashloan Arbitrage smart contract. So you write your own code and directly connect your MetaMask wallet to the system, to Aave Flashloan or whatever Flashloan provider that you're planning to use, okay? But again, this course is not going to be about programming, okay? It has nothing to do with writing your Solidity smart contract. Instead, this course is going to provide you another alternative to writing a smart contract, okay? So you're able to perform cryptocurrency arbitrage trading without having to write your smart contract. That's the intentions of me making this course, okay? So so we're going to be talking about the second options here, which is what this course is all about. Okay, so you can perform cryptocurrency Flashloan Arbitrage trading without programming here. So if you do not have skills in programming, you still can perform Flashloan Arbitrage using a platform called Furucombo, where you'll be able to explore different coins or tokens in multiple different decentralized exchanges to find arbitrage opportunities. Furucombo offers mainly like two blockchains network, Ethereum and Polygon Matic. But again, as I mentioned previously, due to the fact that Polygon has relatively lower gas fees compared to Ethereum, therefore we're going to use Polygon, right? So you minimize the risk of losing your money, since even if the trade failed or anything like that, you know, you're only risking uh, very small portions of your assets, right, to pay the gas fees, since your trade was performed in the Polygon or Matic network. Okay, so yeah, guys, in next video we'll talk about how Furucombo works, but instead of just learning from this boring slide, I totally understand. Some of you guys might get really bored with these slides. I sincerely apologize. But in the next slide, we're not longer going to be learning from this boring slide. We're just going to go directly to the websites of Furucombo and explore many features, functionalities that Furucombo has to offer. And yeah, guess what? Like, learn by doing, right? That's I guess the most effective strategy to master something. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about how Furucombo actually works. Okay, so I'll guide you step by step on how to use Furucombo. But as my promise in my previous video, we're not going to learn from these boring slides anymore. We're going to go directly to the websites. Okay, so let's click on this site. Okay, cool. So here is the display, the dashboard of Furucombo, guys. Just spend some time, scroll that around, scroll down a little bit and see what it looks like. And yeah, just try to be more familiar with this platform. You don't necessarily need to understand every single features of this website, because we're not going to use them. We're only going to use particular functions to perform Flashloan Arbitrage. So yeah, don't be too overwhelmed with this platform. Just spend maybe a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes, or maybe 15 minutes to read, kind of like skim through it and see, try to be more familiar with this website. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? It has pretty clean interface. So yeah, so let's begin with clicking on this button, create mode. Okay, so click on that button. So if I click on this, there are like 5 different blockchains available as of right now on Furucombo. First one is Ethereum, second one is Polygon, then Arbitrum, Optimism, and Avalanche. Okay, but the big main two are Ethereum and Polygon Matics. Personally, if you're asking me like which one to choose, then my answer would be Polygon Matic, due to the fact that it has relatively lower gas fees. But don't get me wrong though, like Arbitrum, Optimism, and Avalanche, like those 3 blockchain networks also have relatively lower gas fees compared to Ethereum. However, coins and decentralized exchanges available on these 3 blockchain networks might not be as many as Polygon Matic. So I think it's perfect to go with Polygon. But if you're asking me like which blockchain network that has like most options when it comes to, you know, decentralized exchange and coins, Ethereum will be the answer. But again, Ethereum has pretty expensive gas fees, so yeah, I don't think it's wise to use Ethereum. So I guess I'm gonna go with Polygon Matic. Okay, so also click on this wallet sign, and here are 7 wallets. They're supported by Furucombo. You have MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Coinbase too, right? So if you have Coinbase, it's available here. Fortmatic, it's wallet commonly used for storing your Polygon Matic, Portis, Ledger, and Taurus. Okay. Um, Personally, I recommend you to use MetaMask, since that one is the most common one, and probably one of the most secured online wallet, cryptocurrency Web 3.0 wallet. Again, in this course, I'm not gonna guide you step by step on how to set up your MetaMask wallet, since there are plenty of videos on YouTube to guide you how to create your MetaMask wallet and deposit your um, assets there. So again, just pick one of those seven. Okay, so personally I will pick MetaMask. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, all you need to do is just click on this cube. Okay, click on that cube and scroll down. Okay, so notice that you have like two different Aave. The first one here is Aave version 2 and the second one here is Aave version 3. Okay, so if you're asking me which one to choose, personally I don't have like preference like which one to choose, but the fact that Aave version 3 exists here, I'm just gonna go with the newer version, obviously. So there are like 5 different options here: deposit, withdraw, borrow, repay, flash loan. Since we are going to do flash loan arbitrage trading, we're just going to click on this flash loan. Okay. All right. So let's begin. Okay. First of all you need to do is just go to the output and then click on this. Okay, so there are like many different assets that you can choose. Okay, like which coins that you want to borrow. Not all coins available, obviously, but many of them are available here. Okay, so let's say you want to borrow USDC, right? A stable coin, Tether, or what, Chainlink, whatever, SushiSwap, Weather Bitcoin, or WMatic, Rep, ETH, whatever. Many options, obviously. DAI, CRV. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go with the stable coin because I feel like safer, going with stable coin. So I'm going to use either USDC or USDT. Maybe I'm just gonna go with USDT. Okay, Tether. So I'm gonna borrow like 10,000 Tether here. Okay. So now let's go to the cube and then click on it again. Okay. Wait. Let's go back. I accidentally deleted the cube that we already created, so I'm going to redo it again. So sorry guys for wasting your time. 10,000 Tether. Okay, set. Okay, so the mistake that I made previously, I forgot to click on set. So every single time you have done with your box, just click on set. Okay, so yeah, if you see on the left corner here, Aave, not Aave, of your combo included 0.2% fees. Okay, so this is like the money that you need to, this is like the money that you owe to them. Okay, don't worry, we'll talk about it later. And then let's click on the cube again and then choose like which decentralized exchange platform that you want to be working with. Let's say me personally, I'm a big fan of QuickSwap. So I'm just gonna go with QuickSwap for our first decentralized exchange that I'm going to use. I don't have like very specific reasons why I chose QuickSwap. I just choose it randomly for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, so not gonna like explain you very deep on which decentralized exchange is better than the other, because the price is very volatile. There is no like specific decentralized exchange that will guarantee to give you like the best price. So yeah, just go around and try to discover like which one that you feel is better than the other. So okay, so since previously we borrow 10,000 USDT from Aave, so we need to change this currency to match our current assets, right? Our current asset is in Tether, so we need to change this to our assets, which is Tether. And then since we borrowed like 10,000, so just type in the exact same number here, 10,000. Okay, now the system has estimated if we swap our Tether to DAI, we are gonna get this, but maybe this time we're not gonna go with that. Let's say we are going to go with FX, avalanche. Okay, so that the system has been calculating, after swapping our tether to avalanche, we're gonna get 426.464. Okay, set it. And then now our asset is no longer in tether, our asset is in avalanche, right? So let's pick another decentralized exchange, because we want to swap avalanche back to tether, right? Because we need to return our assets to Aave in tether, right? So whichever currency that you borrow, so for example, you borrow your money on Aave in USDT, then you need to return it back in USDT, the same exact amount in USDT, okay? In the same exact with the same exact amount in the same exact currency, okay? So let's go with Sushi Swap this time. Don't have any reasons why I chose this. Just chose randomly for the sake of tutorial, okay? So again, in the previous transactions, our asset is in FX. So now change it to FX and then input the same amount of assets that we have here, which is 426 FX. And then since we borrowed our assets in USDT in Tether, and then therefore we need to return it back in Tether. So just convert it back to Tether. Okay, set it. And then so it's estimated that if you purchase 426, if you purchase USDT with 426 FX, you're gonna get 6,808 USDT. Okay, and don't forget to pull this. Always pull this to all the way to the bottom here, and then you go to the left side of the screen here, and then see. Actually, you're losing money from this trade. You know what? You know why? Because you borrowed 10,000s, right? You borrowed 10,000s from Aave, and after your last transactions, you only got 6,800. So if that's the case, it means you lose 3,200, and the transactions will not occur. Why? Because you don't have the ability to return the amount of money that you borrowed from Aave, right? Since you're not able to return it back, then the transaction will not occur. Okay, so yeah, that's just the example. And again, we haven't learned about how to find arbitrage opportunities, so we just pick like a random decentralized exchange, random coins, and it's not surprising that we don't make profit here. It's not surprising, right? Because we choose everything random here, random decentralized exchange, random coins. So definitely, yeah, it's understandable why this is not profitable trade, right? But anyway, guys, it's very important for you to spend sometimes, maybe a couple hours, to just like play around with this cube, right? Play around with this cube and try to be more familiar and understand like the concept behind this. So like you borrowed USDT from Aave, and then you have obligations to return it back, the same exact amount, and obviously in the same currency. That's why I return it back in the same currency here, USDT. However, I only got 6,800 from my last transactions. That's why the transaction will fail, because it means that I won't be able to return it back the same exact amount that I borrowed. So yeah, but anyway, guys, you can play around, right? If you're curious about it, just kind of like swap this and see what if you do the transaction on Sushi Swap first. We need to swap this. Okay, let's swap this. So you have like 10,000 USDT. It's equivalent to 403 Aave. Then just copy and paste this, I guess, and put it right here. Okay, yeah, you're still losing money here, because the amount of USDT that you got after swapping the FX back to USDT, it's still 6,863. Well, I mean, it's not even close to the initial money that you borrowed from Aave. So again, this trade was not profitable, obviously, right? Okay. Actually, there's one more thing that I would like to show you guys, and pretty important here, because people have assumptions that, hey, probably you only need to have like two decentralized exchanges. No, you can have as many transactions as you want, as many decentralized exchanges involved in your transactions that you want. Okay, so let's say we add like one more decentralized exchange here, which is Paraswap, and we're going to put it in the middle here. Okay, so we're just going to put it in the middle, not on the top, but on the middle. Let's see, where is it? Okay, it's right here. We're just going to put it on the middle. Okay, I think that's fine if we just put it on the bottom here. Okay, so let's swap FX to something else, not USDT. Let's swap FX to, let's say, DAI, right? Okay. So you got 6,838 DAI. And then since our assets now is in DAI, let's change it into DAI and then copy and paste the exact amount of DAI that we got here. Okay. Now, since we borrowed the money in USDT, then we need to return it back in USDT, obviously. So let's, okay. I think I kind of like, oops, I made a mistake here. It should have been 6,838 DAI. Okay. Yep. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's pull this down all the way to the bottom. Yeah, you're still losing money here. You're actually still losing money here because you need to return $10,000 to Aave, but unfortunately, after swapping your DAI back to the USDT, you only got 6,837, right? You're still losing money. So the transactions will not occur due to the fact that you don't have the ability to return it back, okay? So yeah, I think that's it. Just spend time, play around with these cubes, play around, can add as many decentralized exchange, as many coins as you want here on Furucombo. Just do your own experiment, okay? In next video, we will learn how to find arbitrage opportunities, right? The reason why we see our trade here is not profitable, or maybe we are losing bunch of money here actually, because we just, you know, do it randomly. We did it completely randomly. We pick like random decentralized exchange, we pick random coins, right? So we did it randomly just for the sake of tutorial, for the sake of example, right? But next video, we're going to redo it again, but we will do analysis first. We will try to identify if there's a arbitrage opportunity before, you know, before arranging our cubes, right? Before completing our transactions. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be talking about finding arbitrage opportunities, okay? So let's begin with, you know, these three lists of websites that you can use to find arbitrage opportunities, okay? You can use these three websites to track or monitor cryptocurrency arbitrage. You can track the price and stuff like that. So the first one here is cryptorank.io, the second one is coinmarketcap.com, the third one is coinarbitragebot.com, and those three websites are completely free, okay? So you don't need to subscribe or register or do anything like that to, you know, to gain access. Okay, so you just click on it. But since I already have the website's open on my other tab here, so I'm just gonna go there, click on it. Okay, so yeah, so let's go with cryptorank.io. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and for some reasons I chose to use Decentraland as an example. Okay, so I choose to use Decentraland as an example, And then here's the dashboard. I know there might be too many informations right in front of you guys here, but trust me, don't be overwhelmed, okay? Do not be overwhelmed. Be calm, okay? So first of all, remember that previously, when we did our Furucombo flash loan trade, it wasn't profitable, and reason why was we simply just took like a random decentralized exchange, random coins. We pick random coins, and that's why it turns out to be not profitable. But this time we'll make it profitable. Okay, I promise you guys, it will be profitable. Okay, so let's find out how to find arbitrage opportunities here. Okay, so you see like all these green number, it means there are lots of opportunities. Yeah, it might be true to some extent. So remember that in Furucombo, they only offer decentralized exchange, so let's filter it. So just click on this. It means that CryptoRank.io only display informations about decentralized exchange. Okay, it doesn't include centralized exchange anymore. Okay, cool. And let's say we want to look for arbitrage opportunities for USDC mana pair. Okay, so we use mana or decentralized as our example here for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, so let's see. We have like a couple different opportunities here. Okay, cool. So you can either use Uniswap v2 or Uniswap v3. Let's go with Uniswap v2. Okay. First of all, as usual, after clicking the cube, the first thing that you need to pick here is Aave. Okay, so click on flash loan, and we're going to go with USDC. Okay, let's say we just want to borrow $1 or 1 USDC this time. Okay, just use this small amount of money. Okay, so let's pick Uniswap v2. Okay, since we borrowed $1 from Aave, it means that we need to change this to USDC, because we need to make sure that we are consistent with our previous assets here. So our current assets now is in USDC, so this has to be in USDC too. Okay, and then the same exact amount of assets, which is 1 USDC. Okay, since we're dealing with mana, so let's convert that to mana. Let's swap our USDC to mana. So we got 1.445 mana. Okay, let's round that up for the sake of simplicity, just call it 1.5 mana. Okay, so after swapping our USDC to mana on our Uniswap v2, we got 1.5, right? 1.5 mana. Okay, so then let's go to the CryptoRank.io and see the arbitrage opportunities here. Okay, so let's go to Uniswap v3, right? That's the directions. Click on this. Okay, since now our asset is in mana, so it's our obligations to convert our mana back to USDC, right? Because if you're borrowing money from Aave in USDC, then you need to return it back with USDC, right? So let's copy and paste the exact same amount of money that we currently have here. Okay, cool. You don't have to copy and paste it, just click on previous output, and then since we need to return it back in USDC, so just click on this. Okay, set. And don't forget, as usual, we need to pull this all the way down to the bottom here. Okay, cool. So now you will receive 0.0066. Okay, so this is your profit. Okay, this time we made a profit. Okay, and this trade was profitable, even though the profit that we generated from this trade was really small. I'm not even sure if our profit is going to be able to cover the gas fees. Okay, so I'm not even sure. Maybe, like, most likely it's not going to be able to cover the gas fees. So again, all you need to do is just go to this site, experiment, play around with many different decentralized exchanges, many different coins, and find the combinations that will generate you like the most profit. And then if you're ready to go, just click on approve. Okay, So my wallet hasn't been connected yet. That's why you cannot see button here. But as soon as you connect wallet here and you have balance in your MetaMask wallet, for example, then you will be able to click on this button. Okay, so don't worry. So yeah, I think that's a good progress. At very least, it's good progress, right? In the previous trial, we didn't make any profit. As a matter of fact, like we were losing money. But in this particular case, we made profit even though it was a pretty small profit. And if you're asking me like why we were able to make profit this time, because we use a guideline from CryptoRank.io, right? So for this coin, Decentraland or Mana, we kind of track, right, the price differences between one DEX to another DEX. Let's say Uniswap V3 to Uniswap V2, right? So we kind of track it and then see all these green numbers. Those are arbitrage opportunities. And notice why our profit was really small here. Reason behind that is the fact that the arbitrage opportunity is also like relatively small here, only like 0.46, right? It's not even like 1%. So am I saying this is going to be a profitable trade? Maybe not, or most likely not, right? I mean, yeah, technically you're still making profit. However, it will not cover up the fees that you need to pay to Furucombo and the gas fees, right? So yeah, so the key takeaway from this study case is to try to find, like, do your own experiment, play around with this cube, try to find decentralized exchange and coins, like combinations of coins and DEX are going to generate you the most profits. Okay, so at very least, dude, like you have this CryptoRank.io as a tool to see, right, to see if there is arbitrage opportunity. If they're not, if there no arbitrage opportunity for a coin that you're looking for, don't worry, just try to search another coin. Okay, so don't worry about that. Yeah, it might take time, it might take a while. So yeah, I think that's it for CryptoRank.io. That's how you find arbitrage opportunities. Basically, just try to find out the name of decentralized exchange and then use it as your trading instrument here. Okay. So yeah, I think in the next video we're going to talk about the coin market cap, how to find arbitrage opportunities using coin market cap. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video we're going to be concentrating on how to find arbitrage opportunities using CoinMarketCap website. In the previous video, we've tried to use CryptoRank.io to find arbitrage opportunities, and this time we're going to use CoinMarketCap. Okay, so if you have been playing around with crypto in past couple months or in past couple years, I'm pretty sure you know this website. This CoinMarketCap is one of the most visited websites and one of the most trustable websites when it comes to cryptocurrency price tracking. So it has a pretty clean user interface and obviously regularly updated database. So in my personal opinions, if you're trying to track cryptocurrency price or you want to find arbitrage opportunities, this is definitely one of the best websites to go. Okay, so let's scroll it down just in case you haven't been in this website before. Spend some time, be patient with yourself, spend some time to explore and try to be more familiar with this website and understand like how it actually works. So let's go down here. I'm gonna pick Dogecoin as an example here. I don't have like specific reasons why, I just like it, so I chose it. Okay, so right now we're going to see if there is any arbitrage opportunities for Dogecoin right now. Okay, so just click on market. Okay, and then see. Don't be overwhelmed guys. I totally understand there might be like too many informations displayed to you here. Just filter it, click on DEX. As remember that actually Furucombo only supports decentralized exchange. It doesn't support centralized exchange. That's why we need to click on DEX, kind of like filter it. So CoinMarketCap only displays us informations about arbitrage opportunities for DEX only, decentralized exchange only. Okay, so notice that you see many different decentralized exchanges here. You see PancakeSwap or what else? Dinosaurs X, Bakery Swap. I'm not sure. Like, maybe those two are not even available on Furucombo. Anyway, guys, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So just pick one here. For example, PancakeSwap version 2 here, V2. For this particular pair, DOTS to WBNB or Warp BNB, it costs you 8 cents. Okay, 8.445 cents. And then for the same exact pairs, if we scroll it down here, it costs you only like 0.08492, or in other words, it costs you like 8.492 cents. Okay, so why don't we just calculate the difference, right? Calculate the arbitrage. Okay, we have calculator here. Cool. So 0.08445, we subtract that by, let me scroll it down a little bit here. This is the exact same pair, right? DOTS to WBNB, right? So you swap DOTS to WBNB, 0.08492, 0.08492. Yep. Just multiply that by -1, so we make it be positive, and then divide it by 0.08 492, right? 49 times 100. Okay, so for these two decentralized exchange, Open Leverage and PancakeSwap V2, we got 0.55% of arbitrage opportunity. Obviously, this is below 1%, so I think even if you place trade, you still generate very tiny profit. However, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to cover up the gas fees here. So obviously not a good choice to go with. So let's try to find out another opportunities here. Let's go with let's say USDT with DOTS. Okay, so PancakeSwap V2. Let's write down the price here on the calculator so we can calculate it easily. 0.8454 subtract by, let's find another decentralized exchange that offers the same pair, USDT Doge. Okay, so it seems like MDEX BSC also offer the same exact pair here, USDT to Doge. So we swap USDT for Doge coin. It costs us 0.08454. Okay, so subtract that by 0.08454. Is that like the exact same? No, that's the exact same number. So don't try to choose that one, because the arbitrage opportunity is literally 0. So you're not gonna get any profit. Actually, you're going to lose your money, because not only that you're not going to get any profit, but also since your profit is 0, you cannot even pay the gas fee. So just don't use that one as an example. That's definitely a horrible example. So let's go with what else. Let's type in USDT to Doge. Well, it seems like every single one of them has the same exact price. So I don't think we should use USDT to DOTS as an example, because if we calculate it, it's going to be 0 anyway, and the arbitrage opportunity is going to be like 0%, which means that you're not gonna be able to generate profit out of this trade. So let's pick another example here. Let's say DOTS BUSD. Let's see if we can find .BUSD. Okay, so one on the top here, PancakeSwap, 0.08445, and another one here, 0.08498. So let's do the calculations here, okay? So let's do the calculation here. The first one here is 0.08 498. Subtract that by this is Pandora, right? The second one here is PancakeSwap, 0.08445. 0.08445. Okay, so you got this divided by 0.08. Let's see the original price here, 498, right? Let me check it once again. 498. Okay, correct. Oops. Okay, I've fixed it. And then you multiply that by 100 because we want to know the percentage. Okay, so in this case we got like 51% arbitrage, but it's still not even 1%. Okay, so not even 1%. You're going to be able to generate like tiny amount of profit here. However, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to cover up the gas fees. Okay, so try to find arbitrage opportunities is more than 1%. Okay, so ideally it'll be like 3 to 5%. If you manage to find arbitrage opportunity that's more than 5%, that's obviously great, but it's very very rare, right? So yeah, just try to find arbitrage opportunities, but just don't go with arbitrage opportunities that is too low, because even though you're making profit, but most likely it won't be able to cover up your gas fees. Okay, I will see you in the next video, guys. We're going to be discussing coin arbitrage bot. That's the last website that we're using for finding arbitrage opportunities. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be concentrating on how to find arbitrage opportunities using coin arbitrage bot. Okay, so in the previous video, we managed to find arbitrage opportunities using cryptorank.io and CoinMarketCap. Okay, so let's try to do something else. Try to do something different here using coin arbitrage bot. Okay, unfortunately, compared to previous two websites, coin arbitrage bot doesn't have a very clean user interface, so it might be a little bit challenging for you to navigate through this website. So please be patient. But also, this website doesn't have filtering system, so it's kind of mixed here. You can find arbitrage opportunities between a centralized exchange and decentralized exchange. Look at here, you have PancakeSwap, but you also have Probit, or you have Hotbit. These two obviously are centralized exchanges, right? So you gotta be careful. You can only perform arbitrage opportunities with decentralized exchange on Furucombo. So only pick arbitrage opportunities that is in decentralized exchange here. Okay, so let's try to see if there is any. And the good thing about this platform, though, it offers you to see like the profit here. Look at this. This is the highest profit, 35 million % profit here. What's the coin here? COP USD, COPIOSA to USD. So if you purchase COPIOSA to USD on PancakeSwap, it costs you this much money, 1 cent. Okay, just round that number. It costs you like 1 cent. But in Bitso, surprisingly, it costs you like 4,700, like close to 5,000. This is insane, guys. But the problem with these is the fact that Bitso is a centralized exchange, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. It is an centralized exchange, and unfortunately, flash loan provider like Aave doesn't facilitate flash loan for centralized exchange trade. So even though the profit percentage here, the profit margins is huge, 35 million, right? You purchase Copiosa on PancakeSwap, it only costs you like 1 cent, and then you resell it on Bit, so it costs you like 47, not 47, 4,700 US dollars, and the profit margin is 35 million percent. But you're not able to perform the arbitrage, okay, flash loan arbitrage. Okay, you can use your own money and do it manually, but still there are lots of risks associated with that. So I guess don't try. But if you want to try it, yeah, take it at your own risk. But if you're as far as I'm concerned, since Bitso it's a centralized exchange, you're not gonna be able to get a funding from Aave, right? So, and I'm also not sure if Bitso is available on Furucombo, because Bitso is definitely a centralized exchange, and Furucombo only supports decentralized exchange system, right? Okay, so don't worry, guys. There are other opportunities here. Let's move. What about these though? The second one here. So if you try to swap move to USD, okay, on PancakeSwap it only costs you like 0.00001, but in SushiSwap it costs you like 27 cents. Okay, so the profit margin here is pretty huge too, like 2.1 million. All right, if you round that up, it might be like 2.2 million percent. And both of these two are decentralized exchanges, PancakeSwap and SushiSwap. That's definitely good news, right? And I'm pretty sure like PancakeSwap and SushiSwap also available on Furucombo. Okay, pretty sure like those two are available on Furucombo. But the problem is I'm not sure if this token move is actually support, or it's actually available on Furucombo, right? So I have no idea. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. If it is, then we're gonna be rich overnight. Okay, just kidding. All right, so we're just going to clean this up, and we want to, what's the name of the token again? Move. Okay, so we want to trade move. Let's see if it's available here. Just type in here. Oops, no, it's not available. Unfortunately, it's not available, guys. But again, even though it's not available, it means that you cannot use Aave Flash Loan to fund this trade. However, you still have two options though. The first one, you write your own smart contract, your Solidity smart contract, and target this token, and then execute the transactions through your Solidity smart contract, but it requires you to do coding. Or the second one is without coding, right? So you do it manually with your own money. But again, there are lots of risks associated with it. I don't really recommend that. But if you want to try, maybe try with small amount of money, then I guess you're gonna be able to make huge profit, right? So $2 million profit. So yeah, obviously that's the good thing about this website. So you can see the profit right away here on the column here on the right. In the previous websites like CoinMarketCap and CryptoRank.io, you cannot really see the profit clearly, or maybe you need to do like extra calculations to discover the profit. But here in this website, you can see the profit right away here. Even though the user interface is not super clean, I understand that. So yeah, I think that's how you take full advantage of this website. Just try to find combinations of coins, combinations of how to call it coins like COP USD or TNC USD, whatever they're supported in Furucombo. And then if you see the profit margin is pretty high, then most likely the profit margin that you generated from your trade will cover up your gas fees on Furucombo, right? So yeah, I think that's it. Just spend some time here. Try to be familiar with this website. Try to explore many different things you could do in this website. Okay, I just use PancakeSwap as an example. But if you don't want to use PancakeSwap, you can choose other decentralized exchange that you want to see. Maybe Uniswap V2. Just click on it, and then it will bring you here. See, there's a insane profit margin here, 45 million. But again, um, it's on Bitmart, and I'm pretty sure Bitmart is centralized exchange. So definitely it's not supported on Furucombo. It's not supported on Aave Flashloan too. So if you want to execute the trade, you need to do it with your own money. You cannot get a loan from from Aave Flashloan, unfortunately, right? Unless you find profitable combinations that are available on decentralized exchange, right? So yeah, I think that's it. In the next video, we're going to be talking about executing arbitrage opportunities. So I'm gonna share a few tips and tricks when it comes to executing your transactions. Okay, I'll see you next video. What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be concentrating on tips and tricks that you can implement when it comes to executing arbitrage opportunities here. So the first one here, before confirming your trade on Furucombo, make sure it's profitable trade, which also cover gas fees. Okay, before placing the order, you need to make sure that on the left side of the screen here, you see the sentence you will receive. Okay. Again, in this example, this is definitely not a perfect trade since the profit generated from this trade is really small, like only 9 cents here. Definitely it's not going to be able to cover up the gas fees. So again, use this example just for the sake of tutorial. Not gonna be able to cover up the gas fees, but even though that's the case, still a profitable trade here, and you see this sentence. So yeah, what about the second case here? The second case where it doesn't have that sentence you will receive. Instead, it has a sentence that says initial funds, meaning that you're actually losing money here. Okay, so the trade is not profitable here. Okay, so make sure before placing the trade, it says you'll receive, which indicates the trade is going to be a profitable trade. Okay, the second one here is do not be too aggressive and always be reasonable. Okay, sometimes when you see the arbitrage percentage is really high, most of the times there is a tendency for you, especially for beginners, to get so excited and just put really high number, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense and kind of risky. So please be reasonable when it comes to placing trades, especially if you're new to this field. Okay, so the third one here, always double check before placing your trade, because due to the fluctuations of the price, sometimes a few seconds ago you saw the price was to be working in your favor, the trade was going to be profitable, but just in matter of seconds it could change and not longer profitable, right? So always make sure you double check it every single time before you place the trade, before you click on this button, on this approve button. Okay, again, you cannot see approve button here since my MetaMask wallet hasn't been connected yet. However, as soon as you connect your MetaMask wallet or whatever Web 3.0 wallet that you have to Furucombo, then obviously you will see a button here, and then every single time you want to make a trade, just click on it. Okay, but again, double check it first before you click on that button. So the fourth one here, estimate gas fees before placing your trade. Okay, depending on the type of blockchain that you're using, Ethereum generally is going to have like more expensive gas fees compared to Polygon Matic. So I will share you multiple different websites to track or to check gas fees, whether it's for Polygon or Ethereum or whatever blockchain that you're working on. Okay, so important thing that you gotta keep in mind, always check gas fees before placing your trade. The next one here is to avoid low market cap gems since they tend to fluctuate a lot in a matter of seconds. As I mentioned previously, always try to, if possible, always try to choose coin with bigger market cap since it's more stable and it's less volatile. Okay, The next one here, the next advice that I have for you is to choose blockchains with lower gas fees. For example, BSC, this is Binance Smart Chain, Matic, or Polygon, Solana over Ethereum. That's very obvious, right? I've been saying this over and over again. Choose blockchain that offers you with relatively lower gas fees. And then the next one here, generally, more DEX combinations on Furucombo results in better arbitrage opportunities. So, for instance, in this case, you see these two DEX, okay, Uniswap V3 and Uniswap V2, it doesn't generate you a profit. However, there is a huge potentials if you add like one more DEX here and add modifications to it, and you see there'll be a profit here. Again, it's not guaranteed, but more likely, right? More complex combinations, the higher chance you have profit in the trade. Okay, so then the last one here that I have, not all DEX available on Ethereum blockchain are available on Polygon Matic. Okay, even though Polygon Matic relatively has like lower gas fees, but there's a downside too. So if we see, okay, so let me go to Polygon Matic first. For the sake of a comparison, I'm gonna click on the cube, and also I'm gonna click on the cube here too, and then see, not all DEX are available on Ethereum, are also available on Polygon Matic. For example, here we see Uniswap V3, and this is Polygon Matic. Uniswap V3 is also available. However, 1 inch here, I cannot find the 1 inch. So 1 inch is not available on Polygon Matic. It's only available on Ethereum. Okay, so keep it in mind. There are a few decentralized exchanges. It's not available on there's not available on Polygon Matic. However, it's available on Ethereum. So the only way, if you want to perform trade on that decentralized exchange, you have no choice besides using Ethereum. So the consequences of using Ethereum, you'll be paying higher gas fees. But if the arbitrage opportunity is there in 1 inch, then I guess that's the only choice that you got. So yeah, I think that's all for tips and tricks when it comes to executing arbitrage opportunities. Next video, I'm gonna talk about Ethereum versus Polygon Matic blockchain and price comparison. I'll also like present you statistics and data about it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Right, guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be comparing Ethereum versus Polygon Matic blockchain. Okay, so this is actually still a continuation of the last video, continuations of previous video here. Again, as we know that Matic generally has lower gas fees compared to Ethereum, hence Matic is always preferred over Ethereum in my personal opinions. However, you gotta still keep in mind there's a few decentralized exchanges are available on Ethereum but not available on Matic, so also keep that in mind. There will always be pros and cons. Okay, so there is no blockchain that's perfect, I guess. So yeah, let's see this data statistic. If you all like to learn more about it, just click on this source link here, CoinGecko. I got this data, this table from CoinGecko. Just click on it if you want to do more research on it. Okay, so yeah, obviously Ethereum gas fees is way more expensive here. Just pick an example here. For example, if you purchase non-fungible tokens here on OpenSea, it costs you like $1.85 for Ethereum. Meanwhile, for Polygon Matic, it only costs you like not even a cent. It was like 0.3 cents, I guess. Yeah, it is. And on Uniswap V3 here, for example, Ethereum gas fees cost you like almost kind of close to $5 here, but Polygon gas fees not even 1 cent, only cost you like 0.75 cents here. So definitely, yeah, Polygon gas fees way cheaper compared to Ethereum gas fees. And in order to be able to like track daily gas fees for its blockchain, just click on these websites. Okay, so yeah, let me show you. Just click on it. Just click on it. And I will bring you automatically to the website that you need to go to track today's gas fees. This is for Polygon. This is for Ethereum, right? So again, every day is going to be different. It fluctuates. Maybe not that significant, but yeah, always fluctuates, always change. So yeah, that's how you track the gas fees for Polygon and Ethereum. I think that's it, guys. That's all you need to know. Obviously, if you're asking that question to me, which blockchain that you should use, I would go with Polygonmatic, unless the arbitrage opportunities that I found is not available on a Polygonmatic, and the only way that I can do the arbitrage is using a decentralized exchange that's supported only by the Ethereum blockchain. Then I guess I got no choice, so I'll go with Ethereum blockchain, despite the fact that I will definitely pay higher gas fees. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. In next video, we're going to do a little bit more on comparison for gas fees here. But instead of only comparing Polygonmatic with Ethereum, we're going to compare it with other blockchains too. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be doing more comparisons on gas fees. Okay, so on the right side of the screen here, I have a chart comparing gas fees, the average transactions gas fees for its blockchain. I guess it might be too small for you guys, so feel free to zoom it if you need it. So let's see the first one here. The average gas fee transactions for Ethereum, it's $46. Okay, kind of close to $50, which is insane, guys. And it's not even comparable to other blockchains like Optimism or Atribrium. Like, these two are available and supported by Furucombo, right, as well as Polygonmatic and Avalanche, right? It's really cheap compared to Ethereum gas fees here. So if you are kind of curious and would like to learn more about the average transaction fees for its blockchain, just click on this source. It will directly bring you to the article, and then yeah, I guess spend some time to read about it, so you get like more insights from this data. So yeah, the conclusion is perhaps it will be wise to claim that Ethereum has like the most expensive gas fees compared to other blockchains. Okay, however, that's the cons, but there's also a pros. We're using Ethereum, right? Ethereum has support like many different platforms, right? There are lots of platforms that are supported by Ethereum blockchains, okay, including the MetaMask. Again, I'm not saying like MetaMask wallet is only supporting Ethereum. As a matter of fact, MetaMask wallet supports many different blockchains beside Ethereum. However, Ethereum is like the main one there, right? Ethereum mainnet is like the origin blockchains of MetaMask wallet. And not only MetaMask, there are also other lots of other platforms out there who rely upon Ethereum blockchains. Okay, so probably there's a reasons why Ethereum blockchain has like relatively higher gas fees compared to other blockchains. Might be due to the fact that Ethereum blockchain has been used by many platforms. Okay, by many platforms. So like the more transactions occurred every day, the more transactions recorded, and it somehow correlates with higher gas fees, right? So yeah, I think that's all you need to know, and perhaps it also has something to do with the fact that Ethereum price is definitely way higher compared to other blockchain like Polygon, for example. Like one Polygon is equivalent to not even dollar, right? Maybe like 70 to 80 cents. But Ethereum, one Ethereum is equivalent to like maybe $2,000 or $1,700. I'm not like exact sure like the current price right now, right at the moment. It fluctuates a lot. However, like the ratio itself, it's just not even comparable, right? It's the ratio of, let's say, Ethereum compared to Polygon Matics in respect of US dollars is not even comparable. So yeah, maybe those are a few reasons why Ethereum blockchains has relatively like higher gas fees. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to close our course by having a discussions about, you know, what you can do, right? What you can do with all things that you've learned from this course, okay? Like the conclusions, right? Okay, I'll see you in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be summing up all things that we've learned in this course. And what can you do to take all knowledge and skills that you have learned from this course to another level, alright? So let's begin with the first point here. The new invention of flash loan arbitrage is not going to make you rich overnight, okay? So that has always been the disclaimer that I regularly remind you. You're not gonna be rich overnight, okay? Just by taking this course, okay? Arbitrage opportunity is in fact quite rare, and every time they exist, you're competing with thousands or even millions of traders to execute the trade, exploiting price discrepancies. And the sooner you find that arbitrage opportunities, the more profitable your trade is going to be, okay? So obviously the arbitrage opportunity is always there, okay? It's not very often for you to see, and when you see it, when you find it, you're competing with other people's too, right? So you're not the only one that found that opportunity, okay? So you gotta move quick, execute the trade as soon as possible to secure your profit. That's the advice. However, it's actually not as easy as it sounds to be, right? Because you're competing with, if you're placing the trade using Furucombo manually, okay, you're actually competing with advanced trader who write their own smart contracts, advanced trader who write their solidity smart contracts with very advanced algorithm, and the algorithm is going to execute the trade 10 times faster than you could ever be, you know, manually using hands on Furucombo. So it okay, so as continuation to that previous point, let's talk about this. Learning Furucombo is definitely a good starting point. Okay, I'm not saying Furucombo is a bad platform. I mean, if it's bad platform, I would have not taught you guys about that platform. So yeah, it's pretty good platform, but as a starting point. But that's not like the end goal here. Okay, if you want to be more competitive and skillful, you need to start learning how to code using Solidity, JavaScript, and Python. Try to understand the concept of blockchain or Web 3.0, how transactions occur in blockchain layer. That's very important. You're not gonna be able to like make millions of profit simply just, you know, playing around on Furucombo. I mean, you're gonna be able to make like a couple bucks, like $100, $200, depending on your luck, depending on your skills too. However, you're not gonna be able to make like millions of profit using Furucombo, right? But still possible though. It's still possible if you create your own smart contract, and like the faster the algorithm executes the trade, the better it is, right? Since you're competing with other people's too, you're not the only one that see the arbitrage opportunity, right? Just in matter of seconds, the price can fluctuate very quickly to the point where sometimes it can be very unpredictable, right? So keep that in mind. So by having those skills, by having programming skills and Python, JavaScript, and Solidity, you will be able to build your own smart contract, which enables you to gain more control over your trade instead of relying upon DeFi decentralized finance platform like Furucombo. So yeah, that's my suggestion. That's my advice for you. Okay, so after getting all this knowledge and skill sets about flash loan arbitrage trading, the next move that you need to do is learn how to code. Okay, at release, you don't need to be like master at Solidity or anything like that. You just need to know like how to code, how to write your smart contracts, be familiar with the syntax, and understand how to integrate your smart contract to your MetaMask wallet, stuff like that. It's very important. Okay, Yeah, I think that's it for the conclusion. I'll see you again in the next video, which is going to be our last video, which is going to be like a closing video. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the course. Actually, this video is going to be the last video in the course, so let me begin this video by congratulating you guys for completing this course, for going this far. I'm so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too. So yeah, once again, congratulations on completing the course and getting a step closer for reaching your goal to master Web 3.0, flash loan arbitrage trading, cryptocurrency arbitrage trading. All things you've learned in this course are going to provide you foundations, fundamentals that you actually need to succeed, right? Knowing and understanding how flash loan arbitrage, cryptocurrency arbitrage using Aave flash loan provider, and how to execute trade on Furucombo. Those things are going to enable you to be a step ahead of all your peers out there who might get interested in this type of technology, but they have no idea where to start. So you're already a step ahead. Okay, so then you gotta think about what's gonna be the next step, right? What's gonna be the next actions that you need to take. Okay, well, I mean, you're able to make money on Furucombo, for example. You're able to make profitable trades on Furucombo. However, think about this. Furucombo is actually just a decentralized platform. Okay, which you don't have like too much control over it. You don't have like control over it. So what if it shutdowns, right? What if Furucombo is gone, right? So what can you do? That's why it's very important for you to make sure that you have more sustainable approach when it comes to arbitrage trading. So my advice to you is to learn Solidity and JavaScript programming languages, so you're able to build your own smart contracts. You're able to build your own smart contracts, execute trade without having to rely on like specific DeFi platform, right? Because you don't want to be dependent on specific platform. You want your income to fully rely on yourself, right? You don't want to rely on other platforms. So it's very important to make sure that your cryptocurrency arbitrage trading is going to be like more sustainable income. That's my advice. That's my personal recommendations. Um, Besides that, besides learning how to code and mastering um, Web 3.0 and blockchain, obviously, I think it's also important to have the right mindsets. Okay, taking this course is not only train you how to um, conduct or perform cryptocurrency arbitrage trading using Flashloan, but also give you like overall mindsets. What can you do with Web 3.0? What can you do with um, Flashloan arbitrage? So here's a sentence that I created. Web 3.0 is not only the feature, but also solutions to current monetary problems. So master it. Yeah. Think about this, dude. If we're talking about conventional banking system, right? You want to lend money, for instance, then the bank is going to ask you, hey, here's the interest rate, and most likely the interest rate is pretty high, and we need to sign a collateral, right? We need you to sign a collateral. So just in case if you're not able to return it on time and you're not able to pay it back, your loan, guess what? We're going to take over your assets. And surprisingly, in Web 3.0, in blockchain, there's a technology called flash loan where you're able to get a loan from Aave, for example, without having to sign a collateral, right? And that's amazing. Even though you need to return it back in the same time. But again, you already understood like how it really works, right? So I'm not gonna explain it twice here. I'm not gonna waste your time to explain it twice. You got a loan without collateral, but you also need to return it back at the same time. That's the beauty of flash loan. That's the beauty of blockchain, right? Things that are impossible to happen in a conventional monetary system, conventional banking system, it's possible to happen in Web 3.0, right? So yeah, so my advice to you, my final advice to you is combine all things that you've learned here. Your ability to place a trade on Furucombo, your analytical skills to research on, finding arbitrage opportunities on CryptoRank.io, CoinMarketCap. You combine those abilities with, the concept of arbitrage, right? Exploiting price discrepancies, exploiting price differences between one coin to another coin, or one decentralized exchange to another decentralized exchange. So combine all those things together to make profit. Again, disclaimer, there is nothing in the world that is guaranteed, right? So even you master those skills, there is still a potential for you not getting profit, right? So that's what I usually call as learn by doing. So don't expect you to get a profitable trade on your first trial. It's just not gonna happen, guys. It takes sometimes it takes a while, right? It takes a while to make it work. So my advice is to be patient, right? Do trials and errors, take risk, right? However, do not be too aggressive, okay? You gotta take risk, right? But do not be too aggressive. Again, in this flash loan, you have like very minimum risk, right? The only money that you raise is the gas fees only, right? Because you're not trading with your own money. You're getting loan from Aave flash loan, so you're only risking your gas fees, right? And last but not least, cryptocurrency is very new, right? There are lots of scammers out there, so be careful, guys. Be careful. There are lots of potentials for you to be successful in this field. However, if you're new, especially if you're beginners in this world cryptocurrencies, you're actually a prey. Lots of people are looking to exploit you. Lots of people out there are going to take advantage of you. So my advice, my reminder to you is always to be careful, right? Always be reasonable. Every single time you place a trade, every single time you make a decisions when it comes to arbitrage trading or flash loan or whatever, or maybe write your smart contract, right? Just be sure you take the security of your MetaMask wallet seriously. Be sure to take seriously your MetaMask wallet security. So don't share your phrase code, don't share your password or anything like that to other people. Just keep it for yourself, right? Just at very least you like minimize the risk, mitigate risk of getting scammed. So that's my reminder when it comes to security. And I would like to say thank you so much for your trust to learn with me. Thank you so much for um, choosing this course. It's been an honor and privilege for me to be your instructor on Udemy. And definitely, I'm looking forward to work with you again in potentially another course. Planning to create a course related to basic Python projects, creating a calculator using Kinter. But again, still planning. I haven't started yet, so yeah, I might release that course in the next couple of weeks, I guess. So yeah, if you're interested in that course too, check it out. Yeah, maybe in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much, and it's been an honor to learn with you together.